Hi guys, welcome back to my channel On The Move with Linda. You are with me, Linda Okero, and as always, if you haven't subscribed, the routine is please press the red button below. As always, thankful to all my subscribers, and I hope the content is enriching your life in some kind of way. Remember, feel free to share your comments, your thoughts and opinions. I am here to make the content better for you. So today, again, gracing my channel is the one and only Dannish Odongo.
Manze with a hoodie while Linda is looking all smoking hot. My goodness.
I gave him a memo saying, Dannish, come dressed.
But a man's best dressing is just a t-shirt and jeans. This
So,
is nothing much.
sawa.
But I feel like, wow, Beauty and the Beast.
But please, thank you so much. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you so much for hosting me.
I had so much fun. I went back home, felt enlightened, educated with the previous segments we recorded. And I thought, why not, come back and touch on something else? Because I've seen so many young people now coming out and saying they want to vie for particular positions in the upcoming elections next year. And I know Nation, I believe it was Nation, that posted a list of young people from the president to senators and governors. And I was like, Dannish would be the perfect person to have this conversation with. How can we get more young people to run for office? And of course, let's do, first of all, a comparison from the previous election.
First of all, we are happy that for the first time, we're not being bombarded by bottom-up Azimio la Umoja headline or Raila in Narok, Ruto in this. No, it was a story of young people and their ambitions. I love that, But the truth of the matter is that the elective politics in this country punishes young, poor people because elections are very, very expensive, So in 2017, we had very few MCAs who were young people, but that's where the majority of them got into elective seats. MPs were not many. I don't have the exact number. We can confirm and they can put the link down there, but they're not so many. The question you must ask young people is that, are they running just to run or are they running to win? Are they running just to run? Are they running to win? Because elections in this country follow systems. So if you don't know the system, you're not going to win, even if you have the best manifesto of, but I'm going to give everyone ice cream. Then if you're on TikTok and, I'm going to give you this and that, those are nice. But if you don't get elected, you will not implement that thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so does it mean most young people are running without a plan?
I can't say that, but if you look at previous electoral results, you can tell that either there are no plans. First of all, the one thing young people must be told is that the honest truth is this: join a winning camp. If you come from a region that a particular party is strong, your chances of winning are slightly higher if you find ways into that party. Do not shun political parties. There's nothing wrong with political parties. In fact, the anchor of our democracy are political parties. I once worked for a certain local politician who was vying for a gubernatorial seat in one of these counties, and I realized that party that he wanted to vie for had people elected even at the polling station level: women rep, persons with disability, youth, religious leaders. They had committees at the polling station level. Now you come with a small party, say Mungu Saidia party, and you have no structure like that. You think you're going to win.
But then that's the thing, Dannish. Does it then mean, as you're saying, there's nothing wrong with political parties, but then what if you don't believe in the ideologies of a particular political party and you just don't want to be with that party for the sake of winning the election?
Now you've got to decide, Linda, that are you better off with your ideology in the cold, or you're better off with your ideology in a party you don't like, but you can change from within?
But do you think it's possible to change?
It's possible.
I don't think so.
It's possible. Let me give you an example. You must decide that are your ideologies good in the cold or good on a decision-making table? Because if you're not on the decision-making table, you're on the menu. So you may have the most brilliant ideas how you want to change this country, but if you're not where people are making decisions on who gets what, it doesn't matter. So number one, young people must join winning political parties. If they are not joining winning political parties and they want to go independent, the work is times 10 harder. Because you're going against an well-oiled machinery. So you must be ready for that. That's number one. Number two, Linda, we are working in now a generation that is interconnected technology. People like you who are doing amazing work on content and stuff like that. I'm waiting to see a political campaign that will be entirely based on influencing.
That would be really interesting, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. People like you then, politicians need to come reach out to your communication experts. And, you make for them a killer plan.
Yeah.
But, sometimes politicians do not see, or young people do not see the value in professional service. So you think because I know how to, I have 10,000 followers on Facebook or Instagram, I can run my own campaign. My friend, if you're a politician, focus on being a politician, let the professionals do the work for you.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think that's very important, especially for young people. I really want to drill on that, is you already have a network of people who have different expertise.
Exactly.
So leverage on that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Very important.
Exactly. Leverage on that.
Yeah.
Don't be the one who's organizing this and doing this and doing this. And point number 3, elective politics are not a sprint. These are long distance marathon. You start this work 2 years, 3 years before elections by getting involved in the community. Forget about, you may think that, doing these mundane things. If you're coming from a rural constituency, burials are a must attend, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
You must go and buy a goat in a burial,
Yeah.
You may say that, it's not my work. But remember, if you want to play football, you play football based on the rules that are available. Unless you want to come up with another version of your football, then it won't be football, something else.
Yeah.
So politics, there are rules and regulations, and there are systems and structures. Do not go against these rules unless you want to tear that rule book and you have the money to change it. What I say is, learn the rule book and modify it to beat them at their own games, so that you can do interesting things, you can do exciting things, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then in terms of, the advice is great. You can have an amazing plan. You can have such an amazing team of people working with you, Dannish. But the money factor becomes a huge hindrance for many young people.
Exactly. And the money factor can be dealt with if you start early, one. Number 2, if you have a serious fundraising plan. If you want to build a house, you don't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to build this house.
Yeah.
There must be, plan, quantity surveyor, all these things. You do the search for the land, you draw the design. All that takes money, and there are steps. Why do you imagine that politics just want to come and say, here I have come, I have a brilliant plan, and now elect me? No. It doesn't work like that.
Same process.
So, same process, and you must fundraise. Fundraise. Politics without money, there's nothing like that. I'm telling you, Kenya has one of the highest cost of politics in this region in Africa. In fact, by all means in the world, because the fundraising model, even though the IBC have regulations on campaign financing, is a law that is entrenched in Kenya. You know very well that it's very hard to track where I got my 10 million shillings to run for MP Nyando.
Yeah.
Whether I've been given money by the local tycoon there who wants to pollute our river, and so we partner with him, I win the seat, then I try to protect him from the locals.
Yeah. So are you going to vie, by the way?
One day I will vie, but not now, because I wanted to vie 2022, but I sat down and I said, okay, I don't have the fundamentals that are required, because I just don't want to go and run for the sake of. Oh, by the way, another thing, it's important, you want to know why you want to run. So the people want to run to make a name and get grants and financing from donor partners. By all means, go and do that. The people want to run so that they can have stories to tell that, I ran one day. It's amazing, but I think for me, I want to run to win.
I hear you.
Because it's going in there that can change things.
Yeah. So remember, guys, as always, Dannish and I are talking all things politics, and we are here to help you, especially if you are interested in running next year.
Linda, so before we end this session today, I'd like to tell anybody who's out there who wants to vie. There's a friend of mine called Wilkista Duma who's doing amazing work with a campaign called Run for Office. Run for Office, she has a whole machinery. So from marketers to communicators to political bootcamp trainers and all these things that she's got under a consultancy. It's called Run for Office. Check it out and get more. But above all that, write your details down there. If you really want to vie for elective seat and you really want to win, Linda and I and a few friends we have, because the good thing, we always leverage in our network. We could help you. If we cannot make you number 1, at least we can remove you from number 10 to number 2.
A nice one, guys. Stay tuned to On the Move with Linda. More with Dannish Odongo. Bye-bye.